Hello and welcome back to probably one of the last episodes of this Let's Play series. Now, our city has gotten quite far so far. We are an interactive metropolis. That's partly because we have an archaeological exhibition right now running, so I want to get some artifacts going for the museum, right? The museum is rather empty at the moment. There's not much going on. The other thing that I would like to do in this district here, I would still like to upgrade a few more houses, because having just artisans around a palace doesn't make so much sense. So at least a few engineers running around here, that's probably my idea for that. Sorry pals, we have to get rid of some of the buildings here. Why is that? Because, well, we do have two buildings that my artisans want before they can upgrade, and that's the school and the university. The university is something that we can squeeze in quite comfortable, and it should really be here because it's a beautiful building, and it just makes sense to me to have it right next to the palace, because these high sophisticated buildings just look amazing overall. Oh, and what I can see is the exhibition is over. We get the highest reward. Let's just have a look at that. Oh, that's good. A legendary one. We need a bit more attractiveness. Oh, Neanderthal skeleton. I haven't seen this one yet. Really interesting. And the Mosasaurus fossil. Another one that I haven't seen yet. So that's pretty cool. We're doing it once again, archaeological, not sumptuous though. I don't think we have everything for the sumptuous one. For the normal one, we have pretty much everything except the chocolate. Now for the chocolate, I think first of all, we need to deactivate the chocolate for my people. Oh, the engineers don't even want that. That's fine. So the chocolate, and then we need to import that. Let's just have a quick look. We're not importing chocolate as of this moment. Soap is rather used in other things already, so I don't want to use even more soap. Let's just have a look. I mean, instead of glass, how much glass do we have? Not that much, so I can't do anything here. Logs we should have plenty of though. We have, so instead of the logs for the sausage, we are going with... I don't think we can take chocolate. Oh, there it is. Very good. Let's say 600. We need chocolates. 100 tons it is, and it should be coming in right now. Damn it. I think we missed him. Yeah, I think this is something that we can't do anymore. So he's trading right now. Everything that has been done up to this point is now being taken into effect, and everything else is then basically screwed, I think. Yes, and off he goes without us giving chocolate. So screw you, Tobias. I would have loved some of that. The rest, at least, yeah, level 2 is still, or level 3 is still fine. I think we could reach level 4 because I don't have that much space anyway, right? So the Neanderthal skeleton and the Mosasaurus fossil. Let's just get both of them here into the center. And then I have still two more. One of them is the Ammonites. And this one here, the shield, should push us to the next level. The picturesque metropolis it is. And with that, we can now have finally a new palace policy. Because if you remember, we do need palace policies for that. Let's just build the remaining of my museum though. I think there we have something that doesn't belong there necessarily. Righto, and perhaps, no, actually, we still need a few things now around there. So that's something. Let's just check the palace real quick. There it is, very good. We have some extra stuff now, extra goods from farms, extra goods from heavy factories. Let's go with that. Can't hurt us that much. And what do we have here? No, we still need a bit more. Alright, for this one here, this is the one that I want. 3 attractiveness for artisans and engineer residences. This is a huge boost. Next time my expedition starts, we should be thinking about that one here and boosting this one. Because then we can enable it. And yeah, here we still need to wait as well. Very good here, 300% productivity for all the coastal buildings. I love the palace. It's a beautiful one. Now, beside the university, or let's rather say behind it, we have the school. Oh, yeah, well, squeezing a school in here like that is not pretty. We can do it for now though, so they have everything they want. We upgrade them to engineers, and then we can get rid of the school again, because it's basically just not needed in this area, right? So all of these artisans are happy, and boom, there we can upgrade them, and we should be doing that. Let's upgrade this block here. We have, after all, quite a lot of artisans. There we have another block. Very good. Those guys here are more and more popping up now. Fantastic. We still have enough artisans. I'm not shy. I'm absolutely not shy about upgrading as many as possible. And a few of those workers to artisans can't hurt either. Now we are running out of timber though. I'm just going to keep that school for a bit longer once we have everything, and then I can get rid of it again and perhaps have a nice little park behind the university. That marketplace is also not really needed anymore once I upgrade more. Oh, we could just place it over there though, right? So get rid of the fire station and the workers there, squeeze in a little market building once I have my timber. We probably still will need to have some fire stations somewhere at least, right? Because there needs to be some fire protection. But then we can get rid of this marketplace here that I really don't want to see there anymore. Looking better now, right? With the engineers, perfect. The museum is coming along, the exhibition will start soon, and then we get more rewards. Now let's get back to what's really mattering, and that is our fleet. My fleet is waiting right now for some action, and I think we might have our next target. First of all, there is the Admiral, one of his smaller islands. We have 92 influence, so we should be good for conquering a bit more. And then I would like to go for one of Miss Hunt's outer islands, right? The core island we haven't touched yet. The only thing I've done here is purchasing a share, and we could actually do this once again. It cost me 1.4 million, but it gives me 2,500 on the balance. A really profitable share, these ones here.
Will not save you.
Right, we can really boost our monthly balance by purchasing those shares. Influence-wise, we can afford that, so no problem. We could do the same thing in the New World. One of our bigger islands, perhaps this one here, this one. One that has good, yeah, harbor defenses. This one, that's really cheap, so no problem about taking this one. And probably another one, so that we save a few ships, right? Because every island that I can take over with financial power, I don't have to conquer by force. And thus I don't have to build so many ships. Even though, of course, shipbuilding is one of my favorite things to do. Let's just check my shipyards. Another battlecruiser is out. The next one, we don't need steel beams because we upgraded so much. It's not possible right now. And timber, right? So the basic building materials are lacking a bit after the massive upgrades. So no can do. The Alonso is also here once again. Now, Alonso has also taken it back a few islands down here, but that's not a big deal, right? He can't build up a defense. Even though they're cheating, it's not that hard cheating. They can't just build or spam towers endlessly when not having the economy to back it up. Now, meanwhile, my fleet is moving in to the next port. I'm going to lose that ship of the line. There's no big baddie here, that's a good thing though. Ship is destroyed. Oh, and we quickly took this one, much quicker than expected.
I'll get you back.
Just a small... Oh, actually it's not a small island, it's a pretty big island there. And what do you have in store? Anything for the museum? Oh, he's got some good stuff there. Trade union, productivity for iron and foundries. And something for the military ship. Let's just take this one here for my ship. That's a pretty good one for the damage. This one is pretty cool too. For my heavy industry, we could use it.
Fleet ready.
Oh, and that is some pretty heavy defense here for such a small island. Let's rather purchase this with shares. It would not be really, you know, realistic to take it, or, well, intelligent to take it by force when other islands that are much more important are less fortified. Even though there we have one big baddie. So that's still not something that I could take so easily. The Admiral is pretty much confined to 2 small islands. So there's not much he can do from now on. It's really all about Miss Hunt. And we're moving into the next harbor. This time it's one of the big islands for Miss Hunt, which I still think we can take easily because there's only one big baddie. The main island, well, that one has 3 of them. So this is another nut to crack later. But for now, this one should be fine, even though damage, of course, will be quite significant on my fleet as well. While my fleet is still moving in, and by the way, you can break the formation to be a bit more quick about it, and please focus on the big baddie first. Let's also, we should be able now, yep, build another battlecruiser. And let's build another ship of the line. Both of them we can build now, thanks to the building materials are being in again. Now, we are still taking heavy damage over there. Yep. It's all about this. There, one of my ship of the lines is going down. One ship down, but the big baddie is down too. This one's down, very good. Ah, there is also another smaller cannon. Another ship of the line is going down. Do we have another big baddie here? No, we don't. Oh, she's actually sending in some reinforcements from the other side. I did not notice that. But they're off now. Okay, we lost actually 3 ships in this fight. But no problem. We took the island.
It cannot be. Attention, Admiral. Difficult to
And let's just see what we have in store here. Soap factory. Oh, very good. Another way to boost my soap factories. That's something I'm definitely going to take.
How did you manage to...
We are the masters of the soap, and the Grimmen soap should get boosted even further, right? Because we can never have enough pig heads. Let's go for that boost to further increase the amount of my soap storage that I have, because I really want it all. No one else should produce as much soap as I do. And that's my promise to you. Let's send my fleet back. I think, yep, oh, well, actually, I just can keep them there to repair, right? Self-repairing is fast enough and should be fine. My ship with the soap is on its way, and let's just check once again my Grimmen here. My soap boost is coming in from Boxer. My battle cruiser has arrived. Let's send Boxer right back to my main fleet, together with some other ships as well that we have finished constructing in the meantime. And let's just use that. I think, do we have a trade union here already? I think we should have one, but I'm not entirely sure. First of all, there is all my soap production, right? So we do need to have something around that. No, we don't. So I still need to build a trade union. We can squeeze one in, and that's actually, yep, it's not very optimal, but it takes in enough of them. We could also just do it instead of the police station here. I think this is better. Quite the traffic here. Oh, it's fine like that anyway. So there we have our trade union. Let's just have the roads around it again. And now let's use the Tielemans tube to further boost the output of my soap production by another 50%. What else do we have here? Production buildings, provides electricity. Yep, but that's the maintenance cost plus 100, just for fun. How much would we waste? Yeah, about 7k only. So that's really not that much for boosting everything with power then. No problem though. Let's have a look at that. Perfect. 250% productivity goes towards that. So there's really a lot of soap coming in. And I hope that we can provide still enough piggies for all of that, right? Because piggies, the piggy consumption will be higher than ever. And I don't think we have gotten some chocolate, right? Oh yeah, we have 93 tons of chocolate now. So that's fine for the next exhibition. We can turn this one off again. Nice one. Exhibition is over. Let's just check our rewards. Tier 3 at least. That is... Oh no, actually... No, it's not over. It's starting now. Did we get the chocolate in after all? I think we did. So that's why we have tier 3. So that's perfect. That's 3 more rewards. And then we only need 1 more for our museum to finish that one. For the museum, we still haven't really finished everything here. So we might just have some beautiful statues around it, right? Something like that. Let's just have a look at all the beautiful statues that we have. Oh yeah, very good. I would like to have the globe. I like the globe, especially for the museum. I think it's fitting to have something like that right in front of it. Then some columns that we can still squeeze in, and perhaps this is good for the zoo. But what I would like to have here is actually some flower beds just around it to make the whole thing a bit more pretty. Right here and here. 3 flowers, and the rest is just some temperate grove. And over there we already have it. For that museum there. Exhibition is running. How's my fleet looking? The new ships should have arrived now. There is the last one coming in. Quite a few of them. And let's also continue with some upgrading. So there we have still more artisans here, and we can finally upgrade those guys there as well. Oh, I could also have some investors right here. Some of them are getting electricity like those engineers. But yeah, at least that block here we can make investors, right? That's a bit of influence coming in. And I think it's a nice gesture to have some investors on the other side of the pond of our little river. There we can still have a few more engineers. That one, and perhaps over here. Right, but it's looking really good now. Perhaps those guys. And that's it. Right, yeah, that's it. There we still have a... Let's upgrade that worker if I have everything for it. Oh, now we can. Very good. That was... Oh no, actually there are more workers. Oh, come on. This one and this one. 2 more workers. I need a bit more timber. Propaganda, let's just go with the minus 30 there again. Oh! Oh, I see. We're lacking a bit of influence. Just a tiny bit. Let's make it minus 20 then. And minus 10. Ah, very good. Look at that. That's a nice trick. So instead of the minus 30, we can have minus 20 and minus 10. And we have influence left over. So now we should have, I think at least, well, I guess 12 tons of timber we still need. This one and this one. That's fine. Those guys, I think we could upgrade them theoretically. Yeah, to have a few more of these beautiful artisans right next to the museum. And that's the end of it. Alright, that's certainly the end of it. Let's get rid of that school here. And let's get rid of that pub. We don't need them anymore in the center. Plus. Once we have the timber. But timber is a rare good. And here, let's finish that road again. And let's just have some fountain there in the center. Something that does look nice and appropriate. Something big. So that's the investor type. Yep, a nice little park right here. And then perhaps... There you go. Just a bit of that. There we have a nice forest right next to the palace. So people can take a stroll through that. Perhaps we just might make... Nah, that's fine. It's totally fine. And behind the university, I would like to have, since I'm a fence guy, a nice fence. Like so. Fence building is so easy now with that new technology that we have surrounding the university. Perhaps just here a nice little entrance into this one, and here we could then have another smaller park, perhaps with some fountains, 2 of them, right? And that's not the right one. And even those roads are adjusting themselves now to it. I love that. Absolutely fantastic. It makes a lot of sense now to build those palace roads, as they were called previously. It's the straight promenade. And it's looking really good. So they're adjusting themselves. It's so much easier to build all of that if we have the tools for that. Cool. That's the beautification. The exhibition is running out soon. Finally, we can take the rewards from the exhibition. That's fine. Let's just have a say. Oh, no. Oh, 1 epic at least, but no legendary, of course. Golden War Helm. I don't think that I have this one yet as well. Or had this one and the Art of Medicine. So there's still new items coming in. I like that. Let's just build them. So the ring, I think, will just be a building. Yep. This one here will be only a building, so they're all probably going to be just buildings, right? There's another one. Boosting my attractiveness there just a bit, a tiny bit once again. And we start the last one for the archaeology. Once again, the large one will be fine. This time we actually have everything that we need, right? So all of that. That's going to be a nice one. Meanwhile, my fleet, so we need to decide what we want to do with that fleet now, because it's still pretty tough. We could go against this harbor, but just look at that. No, we can't. So 3 big baddies is, well, influence-wise, of course, it's pure cheating, but there's no way I can take that. It doesn't matter. guess how many ships I need for that. So the only way of taking this island here is by financial power. We have 3 shares. I still need 2 more shares. Each share costs me 1.5 million. We can afford that, but taking over the island costs me 10 million, right? 10 million credits. If I want to take this island, I need to sell stuff. Now I've got my battle cruiser in Grimmen, and one thing that's really valuable is the steam motors, and we have some of them. I can sell them. Let's send one of them over there, so that's 1.5 million, I guess. So that's already a share that we get out of that, right? The other thing would be to sell some higher quality goods. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately really, but with the docklands we cannot sell goods, right? We can only trade and exchange them. But the steam motors is one of the most valuable things that we have. And the other thing would be the advanced weapons. So they are also here, but then I can't build battle cruisers anymore. I definitely can't sell all of them. My fleet we're going to send to some of the smaller islands that we have everywhere here. Even though, you know, I don't care about the smaller islands, right? It's just influence that it costs us once again. I'd rather go for these islands here that are important to Miss Hunt. Let's just go for the next one. She still has a chance at attacking us, but I don't think she can get a fleet up there anymore. Because she spent all her influence on harbor defense. She can't build ships. I mean, she does, as we can see. There are still some ships roaming around. And we're still really lucky that she's at war with the Admiral for quite some time now. So there's not really anything we can do about that. For now, it's good, but we need to get the economy still sorted out there a bit. I need more money, more and more and more. 10 million at least we need to break through. And meanwhile, we can conquer happily away. Stay tuned.